Okay, so here we are again in another video, and today, as always, we're gonna start with DXY. Today was a strange day, more or less. Well, not strange, not really, but yeah, it's not like taking really relevant points and everything, so well, I'm just going to show you right now, okay? So first of all, DXY. As I said yesterday, after this week here, I expect that maybe this week we will take these highs again. Not sure, but um, I think so. After this reaction here, I think there are a lot of sellers. Okay, so it's just an expectation, but I think it's possible that we see those highs being taken. Okay, so let's see EU. Okay, so EU today, I don't know. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I just placed this in my work and I didn't see, like, I didn't trade it, and I didn't see that this was an H1 BOS, okay, so, um, yeah, so it's not a good trade. I'm gonna just take this out. And well, as you can see, the price was ranging pretty much all day. Probably accumulating sellers to go to the upside. So if we go to the upside in these pairs, maybe I expect something like this, but not sure. Okay, because seeing that it's creating a lot of sellers here on the XY, a lot of buyers, maybe it continues going down. Yeah, I'm not sure of that. So as you can see, we had no brown liquidity being taken, and it was just an H1 BOS, okay? So no opportunities for me on EU today. GU, in this case, we took the previous daily high, but I didn't look for an entry because you can see it took the high with weakness, okay? And well, I was just waiting for this high to be taken and then look for an entry, but the price continued ranging, and as you can see, the previous weekly low is being used as support and resistance, so probably these lows are going to be taken at some point, and maybe we continue to the upside, okay? So, and this could be relevant liquidity on H1, as this low was the one that took this previous daily high, okay? So there's nothing else here. Yeah, like really the day was a little bit boring, but it is what it is. The same, previous weekly high being taken on USD JPY. We had some liquidity to the upside here. And previous daily low being taken on Asia, break of a structure here, and we never came back. Okay, so I couldn't look for buys or whatever, but as you can see, Asia midline, relevant liquidity in M5 that took this H1 BOS, and boom. Just like that, like, why not this low? Why not this low? Why not this fucking low? Because the one that created the liquidity, where's all the liquidity that broke this structure here, is this one. So as you can see, not obviously it doesn't always work, but as you can see, it works. So if you have the bias, you can trade these things. The only problem is that you have to have the bias, you need confirmations, and this is pretty difficult to trade, okay? With all of that and having rules and characteristics and everything. But I love seeing these reactions because it my confidence it increases seeing that my type of trading or what I discovered more or less or I studied it just fucking work. Okay, so let's see, use the CHF. we had H1 BOS, so no trades here, but then it took this previous daily high. I was just waiting for this high to be taken here. It did that out of timing, so no entry for me. We even didn't have a confirmation, but yeah, this was the proper trade. And having relevant liquidity on H1 here, it's true that we have liquidity here, but after taking this, I think I would have traded it. Okay, I'm not seeing like some sort of wicks or everything. It's true that we have a reaction here and a reaction here, so maybe we take that, okay, at some point. And well, yeah, nothing else here. So let's see USD CAD. Okay, so USD CAD. As you can see, we took previous daily high and relevant within H1 on Asia. Yeah, on Asia here after breaking this structure to the downside. Maybe this was a risky trade, as it was not really far from it. I like it, okay, but yeah, it wasn't really clear and everything. And we had this high here, which is from this week, probably. Yeah, it's from this week, but we had that high. We had the high there, so well. I just decided to trade. Why? Because it didn't take this low. I know it's not relevant, but I like it. I like it when it didn't take this low and created equal lows. So I decided to trade. Problem here is it was that Darwinex has big spreads on the other pairs that are not like EU or GU. Or this morning we had big spreads like 1 pip of a spread, and with my style and type of trading, it's pretty difficult to trade. I expected from a broker to have better conditions, but in this case, the conditions are not the best and commissions are pretty high, like $2.5 or yeah dollars per one lot. So I opened like 11 lots and I had like $55 commission with an entry of 0.25 risk. That's like 20% of my entry were commissions, and yeah, so it was fucking crazy. I had to close like my break even 50% is here, but I closed my 50% partial more or less like this because of the spread, and well, I only had a profit of $20 or $30, and that's all, with the commissions and everything. I asked if there are some possibilities to have better conditions, but they said no. And maybe like USDJPY, USDCHF, and USD CAD, I'm not going to be able to trade them as they have really big spreads. I don't know yet, but yeah, I feel a little bit fucked right now because I wasn't expecting this, okay? And now that I find my strategy, I'm gonna have to, yeah, to just accept that I can trade my strategy, and well, like I can trade it, but no with those big spreads. Like commissions, well, more or less, but spreads, like 1 pip of a spread in a 1 minute entry, yeah, well, for me it has no sense. But yeah, they know. I know there are better brokers, but they give you the opportunity to have external capital, and well, it fucked me. It fucked me when I realized today that it's not, maybe not worth it in this case. So yeah, just like that, okay. And or maybe I'm gonna have to enter only when the spread is in favor. I don't know. We will see, okay. So well, this was my video. I hope you like it and see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Ah well, no, yeah. Let me. I forgot. I didn't explain the entry. Okay, so yeah, we had this break, this move to the upside, break of structure on M5. We didn't take this low, so I waited for the mitigation. First, I saw that this went down, and I said, "Oh fuck, I'm not gonna be able to enter." And then it just went up. I waited and went up again after seeing these equal lows here, more or less. And my idea was to enter here, here, but my trade assistant wasn't like, yeah, I don't know. Yesterday was working good and today was working bad, so I had to take it, like turn it off and turn it on again. And well, in the end, I waited and entered here in this candle. And well, as you can see, the price stayed here. It took my break even and partial with this M1 low, which it was 1.404, yeah. And well, and yeah, my partial would maybe it's here, somewhere here, okay. So this was my entry. It could have been much better. I got a little bit nervous. I didn't feel comfortable with the entry, and well, about everything. And yeah, I'm just gonna have to think about it. Okay. So well, now yes. I hope you like it, and see you tomorrow. Bye bye.